You gotta talk like that, sir.
You're gonna talk like this.
We could hold it in our hands.
I
So
have
we can
another
act like we're
I have
talking.
another stand.
For what?
Me lo pongo aquí, el stand.
No mames. I'm a goofy goober. We're all goofy goobers.
We are goofy goobers.
Welcome to the Succulent Bros podcast, folks, where we talk all things succulents.
All things succulents and succulents
Not.
nuts.
Right.
All right, let's do 1, 2, 3, go. Hey, welcome to Succulent Bros podcast.
You wanted to say it together?
We could do something together. Let's see.
I wouldn't have to do that. I mean, natural. It has to be all natural. That's what the whole podcast is all about, folks.
So we're
It's all
starting.
natural.
We're starting.
I think
Are we
we're good.
recording?
I think we're on.
All right, hey, welcome to the Succulent Bros podcast pilot.
Pilot episode number 1. We got these little bullshit mics.
Little bullshit mics. We're gonna upgrade as we see fit. I think we should get the ones that grip onto the table.
The table.
We're
It
just
looks
gonna-
so it could look like a damn good podcast.
Yeah, we need a legitimate looking podcast.
Oh yeah. But for now, this is gonna have to do. The studio is here, right in GT Nursery, next to
Right.
the shed here. Beautiful art piece done by crazy plant lady Dom, a crazy plant lady in this plant community.
Right. Yes. What are we gonna be doing with these podcasts?
We're gonna be talking all things succulents.
What are we gonna do, huh? I think we need like a little plant right here. No, what
It'd be nice. Maybe it'd be nice to have.
Bring the copiapoa.
We'll bring a copiapoa. I'll be right back.
My brother's gonna bring a copiapoa just to have something here. We just have it right on the table. This one's sold already.
Oh no!
Yeah, this one's sold. It's gonna go out of the United States.
A little bit of light hitting it right there.
Oh, a little light action.
Little copiapoa cranesiana scapulina with a little small, nicely farinaed, if I do say so myself, copiapoa hypogea with some seed pods going right there.
We got this one from Charles.
Was it Charlie Doodle?
Yeah, Charlie Doodle. Charlie Doodles went to town and did the Charlie Doodles.
She just came out and it sounds great. Charlie
Yeah.
Doodle.
So what are we gonna do with this podcast? I figured that we need something for people to like hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Somewhere where people can come together and sit back
and comment.
You can comment on our stuff.
Yeah, they have like a little comment feeds.
Yeah, get some comment feeds of little inside jokes that we do here.
Right.
All sorts of that type of stuff.
So if you're new to this, we had created a pseudo podcast on Instagram. What about 2 years ago? 3 years ago? About 3 years ago.
About 3 years ago.
We started and we called it The Shed. You can go follow The Shed. We're still active, an Instagram account.
It's right there.
The Shed. We used to do it inside of The Shed. And it was actually how we started doing this, huh?
Yeah.
The online thing.
The online stuff.
We weren't even selling online.
We weren't selling online. We weren't shipping. We weren't doing none of that.
We were just kind of promoting the goods that we had here.
Right. We're bringing in plants and promoting these cool ass plants.
Yeah. So we started and it evolved into something else.
Right.
And we always talked about doing the podcast.
Since day one, we were talking about podcasting, but we just didn't know how. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to do this one.
I know we're right now we're just winging it.
We're winging it. We're just winging it, folks. So
yeah. So if it gets a good response, I feel like if you guys want to share it whenever we post this and if we get some fire going, I think we're gonna continue doing it.
Right.
I know people are up for becoming guests. They have told us plenty of times.
Right.
They're like, hey, do a podcast, and I'll be your guest or whatever. So we got guests already lined up, per se.
And we don't want to make this like so like structured. We're gonna be talking about this, that, or this and that. We want to kind of
this, that, and the other. We don't want to make it structured where it's this, that, and the other.
No, we want to free ball it.
Free balling.
Free balling.
Is a song?
Free falling, but you just
free balling.
You change it to free balling.
Good,
free balling.
Sounds like a song they'll use like at some sort of like pill commercial.
Hey, Dodgers won the World Series.
Oh yeah, World Series won. I heard it yesterday. I was at the house and all of a sudden it started like
Cohetes and
cohetes and like a bunch of fireworks, loud ones too.
loud.
Some didn't even sound like fireworks.
Probably wasn't.
And some sounded like they were just enjoying their freedom.
Yeah, they're enjoying their freedom. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy.
You watched the game now?
No,
Me
I was
neither.
keeping up. I was keeping up though. I had the score, and they were losing there. They were tied
You know what I did saw? Like a few days ago, I think they played here or where they played where Ice Cube performed.
here.
That shit was banging.
Yeah,
And then I saw that they did the same thing.
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
Masarama.
And I was like, what's going on here?
Well, for them, it's probably like, hey, Fat Joe.
No,
New
I mean
York.
Fat Joe, I thought he was gonna be good, but he didn't even really. It was a little choppy, and it wasn't like it didn't transition really well.
Oh no, I didn't want to see it.
No, it was like 4-minute video because you could just see his performance. You don't have to
I
watch
didn't
the whole.
see it. I didn't see it.
I think you should check it out. Just to be more critical about it.
Right. We're definitely with this type of podcast stuff. We're gonna have to keep up with like
Current events.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and-
what kind of current events I think we should do?
Oh man, well, there. I don't know if you want to get political.
No, let's not get political. But we could watch like the
The Dodger game.
Dodger. We're LA, baby. West Side
Yeah,
to
we're in the
die.
We are in the
Yeah.
LA.
To live and die in LA is the place to be.
Right. That's
You
pretty
know
cool.
what I mean? Yes, we were born and raised in Los Angeles County. And
Growing plants all my life, dude.
yeah, we've been growing our plants. We haven't even like really introduced ourselves.
Oh no, this is a podcast. New people are gonna be watching this, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, so if you're new to this, here you go. My brother is Edgar
I'm
Vargas.
Edgar Vargas. Your Cacti Sucks on Instagram and so other socials.
Yes, my name is Oscar Vargas, and I have a nursery, Green Touch Nursery. You can follow us, Google us, TikTok us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have a TikTok. Do we have TikTok? I think we might have TikTok.
You might have it, but you're just not really up on it.
Maybe we should start putting it on all the platforms.
Right.
Because the quality.
Of his audio is gonna be pristine.
Oh wow, we're testing the audio earlier, and
I think we got it all figured out, folks.
no, I don't think we do. I don't think we do, folks. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is talk about nothing for nothing purposes.
Nothing
And
purposes.
hopefully you
Have
guys
a reason for us to hang out, and then maybe guests to come on and just a reason to hang out and talk plants, talk shit, talk
But we do need your feedback.
Current events and
We need to structure something.
Right.
I feel like on the next episode, as we go forward, we need to have some sort of ledger. You talked about having like an intro. Maybe we should make like a cool little song like
I'm free. Free balling. No?
You think we could input it when we're editing the video and then have like the little intro?
Oh yeah.
So
Like the little intro, remember the intro we made for Peter Prophets?
Peter Prophet.
Some bullshit intro like that, but we could do whatever intro.
So I don't
just
know.
add it
I
on.
do not know when this podcast is gonna drop, but today is Halloween.
Oh, today's Halloween.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
So today we're gonna be dressing up and taking my kids and picking up candy.
Oh, you gotta watch out.
You know, watch out with
I heard that they're putting millies into the chocolates.
millibugs.
Yeah.
Oh
You don't want to bring any of those millibugs home, folks.
damn. You
You
don't
gotta
want
check
to
your kids' candies.
Yeah, you gotta check your kids' candy. I mean, I always feel like
I saw an emoji.
no, but I always look at the candies and they're like, you have to check it because it might have fentanyl. I don't know what the fucking fentanyl looks like in a candy.
No.
You know.
Right.
It's like, well, you have to check the packages.
Remember back in the day they said like needles,
We never really got
razor blades.
Right.
Oh, they put razor blades in the candy.
and we're kind of scared.
It was a little
We smeared the chocolate and like, I don't know, razor blades.
break it in half all the time. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing in here.
And I do remember like opening up like a little fun size Snicker, and it was like a little bit of like dry sugar on the bottom. And I'm like, fuck this, I ain't risking it,
Oh.
and I threw it away.
Or if it was like the package was on the corner was open already or something, you're like,
It had no air in it.
had no air. It was like this
Yeah,
thing.
like, shit, I just saved my own life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
yes.
I saved my own
I
life.
saved my own life right now.
Right.
Moving on to the sweet tarts.
Sweet tarts. Yeah, nobody was nothing with sweet tarts, huh?
No.
Those are the last ones.
Sweet tarts and the chocolate Tootsie Rolls.
You know which ones I really love, and they always come out, and I always love it that nobody else likes it, and I always end up with them. Those almond joys.
Okay.
Nobody fucks with the almond joys that
Not
much.
really.
What is it? Coconut and almond,
Almonds.
dude. It's a joy. It's an almond with
Right.
coconut with chocolate. I think it's a great combination. I love coconut.
Well, they have mounds.
Mounds. What is it called? The mounds are similar, no?
I think it's the same thing, but just without the almonds. Just for the people.
I like coconut and chocolate.
Right.
The almond was definitely a joy.
Right.
You know what I mean? The almond was definitely a joy.
I mean, once you get to the end of the bag and you start hitting those Tootsie Rolls, they're not that bad.
The Tootsie Rolls were good.
The big blocks.
The big block ones, it
Yeah, they look
lasted
like
about
a
an hour and a
battery.
half.
Yeah, they look like a battery, dude. It was like a jaw exercise for sure.
You know what it is? And it's crazy because, like, you got the little square ones,
Yeah.
the little rectangle blocks.
Right.
They
had a long tube, and then they had a short tube, and then they had that block.
the block.
Yeah.
But if you remember, the blocks had little notches on it. I think it was meant for
It
you.
was to cut.
I think
How
it
do
was
you
meant.
even cut that shit? That shit's like a fucking rock.
Yeah, it is like a rock.
You need like a metal grinder for that stuff.
With that Tootsie Roll chocolate one, that block, you could either eat it as a chocolate, or you could use it as like plumber's putty. I always look at it as like you could. And this episode of The Succulent Bros is sponsored by Green Touch Nursery, GT Nursery on Instagram, and Green Touch Nursery on Palm Street. You catch us there.
And it's also brought to you by yourcactisucks.com, where I have some of my most valuable plants up there for purchase.
Yes, Green Touch. What's my website? We'll put the link in the bio.
Yeah, we'll put the links, and you can catch me at Your Cacti Sucks at any socials.
Yeah, you could Google Green Touch, and they might. Get the googs. We need like a Jamie or something. You know? Yes, sponsored by Green Touch Nursery. Go check us out. Your
Do not
Cacti
forget.
Sucks. And get yourself some nice, exotic, cool, and interesting succulents.
All right, what were we talking about? We talking about the plumber's putty?
Plumber's putty on the
Tootsie
big
Toot.
the Tootsie Roll with the fat Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, the Tootsie Roll.
Yeah,
Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
yeah, we're talking about the candies from because it's gonna be
Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we shared them. I remember we used to like, because there's a lot of us, we used to get a lot of candy.
Yeah.
You know,
The tradesies. We never had like little pumpkin buckets or
no, you know what we said? We had like supermarket bags
right.
they used to take to collect the candy, and then when we got home for whatever reason, we'll put them in those pillow sacks.
I used to take pillow sacks.
Pillow sacks are, you think it's gotta be a thing, no?
I took a pillow sack to and I'll just fold it, and as it got a little, I'll fold it more.
Yeah.
Unfold it, and you had a sack of candy.
The crazy thing is that we used to go to a particular street,
Right.
pretty far away from where we lived, because they had a nicer,
they were a little better off.
the better off streets. We didn't go,
Right.
we never
Went
trick or
around
treat in the ghetto.
our ghetto, yeah.
Nah, we lived in South Central LA, man. There's
Yeah,
no
in the
trick or treat.
90s.
You don't trick or treat in the ghetto.
I mean, some folks do.
Ah, man.
But
We
our parents were like, nah.
Nah, let's go where they give the big chocolates.
Yeah.
When we
The full size candy.
yeah, when you got the full size like
Full
Snicker.
Snicker or
Man, remember that lady that they always gave us like some change? I remember some lady always gave us like
Yeah.
75 cents or something like that.
Right.
She usually give us like, here you go, some money. We were like, sweet deal.
Right. Oh, that's a change, but
I always used to like also like the lady that
They
it
gave
was
us-
the lady,
I always liked the people who gave like a little bag of chips.
little bag of chips.
I was like, yeah, that's
The
bag of
weird
chips.
one was like the grandma that used to give us like oranges from
Fruits?
the backyard.
Yeah, apples and oranges.
She just get rid of all her fruits from her trees.
Hey, that's a great fucking plan right there.
Yeah, she was like, get rid of all this fucking fruits that are on
Extra
the floor.
fruits, yeah. She was all vitamin C'd up.
Yeah. Hey, she was probably thinking like all these kids eating all this candy.
They need a little bit of
They need a little bit of non-candy.
yeah. And
But
would judge her.
we're looking at it like, bitch,
Yeah, we would judge her.
you would judge her.
I remember one time one of my cousins, our cousins, he had a big ass mask,
Yeah.
like an alien mask that didn't fit him very well. and the eyes would droop, and he couldn't see. He was going up some brick steps, and he fucking fell and busted his knee open, dude. Oh, and ruined his whole Halloween night, bro. And it was early on too, bro. It was like the third house down.
Oh man, who was it?
Renee.
That guy's always
Yeah.
accident prone, huh?
Yeah, he's accident prone.
He's gonna be there tonight, I bet you.
Right.
I'm gonna remind him about that. Hey, remember when you bust your? He's gonna tell me, oh yeah, this is that house right there.
Probably, yeah.
And we go to the same street still. Yeah.
Yeah, same neighborhood, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Good times, huh?
It's good times,
Yeah.
good old times.
So are we gonna be talking about bullshit all the time, or are we gonna switch it up to like some plant talk once in a while?
Well, it depends. Like this is the first episode, so we're gonna wait for some of these people's feedback.
Yeah, give some feedback. We need
They
your
want to know.
feedback.
They want to know about
Comments.
plants. I mean, we know about plants, buddy.
Yeah, we know plants. We know plants, and we just want to see how much plant talk you guys want to hear.
We want, or you guys want to talk about our lives?
Yeah, what's going on?
These are the days of our lives.
Also, I think items of interest. I'll always bring. You bring an item of interest. I bring an item of interest, and we'll kind of talk about it. It doesn't have to necessarily be plants.
Yeah.
We could do something else. But I think we gotta stop saying brah,
But and
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get better with that, dude.
I don't think I am.
I think we will.
Oh, you think so?
Because I told you this is a different muscle than selling online, because now the whole selling part is gone.
Right. We're so used to going live.
And we'll have chats in between, but we always had going back to going back to what we
got going on. So.
Yeah. If we run out of topics, if we run out of shit to talk about.
Right. So here is we're gonna be exercising definitely a different muscle.
Right.
See, I just said it's gonna be difficult, folks. It ain't
just
easy.
don't say
It ain't easy being
even if
cheesy.
you're thinking about the next thing you're gonna say.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Right.
Items of interest, and when we used to do the shit, we got to a point where we're asking
But we would do those
the
live.
viewers. Yeah, we'll do those lives.
And we might have wanted to ask these people, should we do these live?
Maybe we should do these live, and then you guys could be interacting.
But it's gonna be tough for us to interact with them unless I have my phone.
Right, you're gonna have to. Well, that's how we used to do it.
Right.
There was a lag. There was a lag when we were doing that, so it was good. It was also an issue. We had to deal with that.
But maybe YouTube is not that much of that.
Maybe there isn't, but I think there is. I'm pretty sure there is. What about you guys sending us anything you guys want us to talk about? To 8842 Park Street. That's the address for the nursery. 8842
Oh, you
Park
want them
Street.
to send you some items of interest?
If they want,
Okay.
you guys can send us an item of interest with a little note kind of describing, hey, here it is for you guys or whatever.
Right.
I know it's gonna, it's a lot for us to ask for, but I feel like, items of interest.
It'll bring some interest.
Yeah. Definitely
Right.
keep this going.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so we could have some more stuff to talk about and just not be going back and forth on nothing at all.
Nothing. It looks like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Nothing
Nothing at all.
Where's that from?
The Simpsons, when they went skiing, or it was winter,
Okay.
and Ned Flanders had just gotten a
And that
ski
little
suit.
suit? Yeah.
So look, Homer, it feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. And then
It kind of stayed.
he stayed his mind. He was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ned Flanders, Oakley Dokley.
That fool was fucking buff as hell.
Yeah, he was always on point. Yeah.
He was-
I just said, again, it's just,
you kind of want to
it
move on
helped
to
me
it.
transition
Right.
to the next thing.
Well, just transition without the The thing is, you don't have it yet.
I don't have it yet. I don't have that muscle built
So
up,
when
folks.
you use the is like you're calculating the next thing you're gonna talk about or what you want to bring up or whatever. It's tough, bro. It's not easy. Rogan and all these podcasts are making it look easy.
We haven't watched a lot of podcasts since podcasting existed. So I feel like we should have some sort of like,
a feel.
muscle. Yeah, I got a little feel of it. We don't have a lot of practice of going live.
Going live and
like
talking
over
back
3
and forth,
years.
especially just us two.
Yeah. So this is a pilot episode. We don't really know what we're doing. We have limited equipment, but we're going to try to make it work. Hopefully you guys can give us some really feedback. This is a pilot episode. and if it works out, we're gonna continue to do them.
I don't even think I pressed record, dude.
I think I did.
Okay, perfect.
You want to check? See?
Earlier we got fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We got 8 minutes going.
All right.
Yeah, dude. So plants, Succulent Bros podcast, folks.
The Succulent Bros
Subscribe, please.
podcast. We are gonna be talking about succulents and succulent nuts. You know, some of our adventures that we've done, they came across. We haven't been doing the succulent game for that long.
No.
I've been doing the succulent game for about 8 years, and you've been doing it for what, about 5?
Yeah.
So I feel like my brother has caught up really, really fast.
Well, the soft succulents, you still dominate on me. I don't know.
Well, you know, I kind of let go of the soft succulent, like practicing
Right.
in the past 5 years, you know, 4 or 5
Right.
years. So I still have, I'm going kind of back onto it.
Yeah.
But soft succulents, we consider anything like there's more commercial. Hey, I'm wearing my
headphones?
Yeah.
It doesn't gonna matter.
No, I know.
My phone is up there.
Yeah, so like soft succulents would be like the crassulas, like the jades, echeverias. They're a little more commonplace.
Right.
Like I said, here in Southern California, we
We got the Dudleys.
we got the
Those are
late
kind of soft succulents.
softs, but you don't see them at Home Depots.
Not really.
You know, anything that's a little bit more commercialized in the trade,
It ends up in Home Depot.
it ends up in like Walmart's and Home Depot and
Sorts.
a little bit more commercialized. And but that's the gateway to learning how to grow some of the succulents. in the
Exactly.
cacti.
Yeah.
You know, you get yourself a beautiful little echinopsis and a glued flower on it
Yeah.
that doesn't look nothing like the way it's your flower. It's just
No.
like generic flower glue.
And then it grows out of it and it gives you an actual flower.
And you're like, whoa,
wow,
wait a minute.
these cactus are a
Hold
lot more
on.
interesting than I thought. You know?
Yeah, I wonder how many people have bought like succulents not knowing what they are in those more box stores
I've been pleasantly surprised.
and then being pleasant surprised. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are killing them because
Right.
they have no real guide on how to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of people might be introduced
Yeah.
into the world of succulents.
Well, it's kind of a good and a bad.
I find it
Because-
very, very, very nice.
It's a great thing. But in the other side is how many of those people go for their first succulent from Home Depot and it dies on them and they're discouraged.
Yeah, a lot of people might get discouraged.
And I think more.
Like you're at Home Depot and you're like, well, I heard about these succulents.
I think more of
and
that
cacti."
happens. I think more of that happens than the other.
Right, because then they're so used to like
They got monsteras and all this other stuff.
yeah, they go in there and say you're going for carrots. Hey, I'm going for carrots, right?
Right.
My name is Bob.
Bob, you're gonna go buy carrots.
I'm gonna go buy carrots because I want to do a little carrot garden.
Yes.
So I go to a
herb section.
so I go to like a box store.
Yeah.
And I walk in and like, let me see where they are. Oh, this is where the vegetables are at. Oh, carrots! I found them. Or you grab some carrots, and then you get like a little 6-pack of little carrots growing out. You're like, what else they got? I mean, I'm already here.
Some parsley, some oregano.
Yeah, oregano. Maybe like that's a nice. What is that? A heirloom tomato? Oh, I'll take one of those and put it in the cart. Now you're in the gardening mood.
Right.
And you look to the side, and then you see a nice little agave. And you're like, well, you know what? Let me dabble into this. I like the way it florally looks.
Yes.
It looks like a lotus flower or whatever.
Yeah.
And I heard about agave. I think you can make tequila out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I'll put it in the corner.
$19.99. I'll put it in I have a pot for it.
Right.
You throw it in your basket. You go home. You plant your gardens, and then you grab your agave. You're reading up on the little tag that has generic, full sun, to apply your shade, this amount of watering, and this and that. You plant it. Well, guess what? Next week, 3 days of nonstop rain.
Yeah.
You pot it in the same organic soil that you potted your carrots in, and now you have a dead agave.
Dead agave.
And what
20
happens?
bucks.
$20 out of your pocket. Costed probably the same as the carrots. The carrots are
good.
thriving.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Fuck.
man, these succulent thing is just
It's not for me.
it's just a scam.
Yeah.
They're scamming people, and they should. I'm gonna write a letter to the
Yeah.
You know?
Go to that point.
So and it discourages that person And it might discourage even further because it ripples. There's rippling effects on it, where it could be like,
He discourages someone
yeah,
else.
be like, hey, oh yeah,
Yeah.
what happened to your agave? Or you know what, I went. There's a talk about succulents. Oh no,
Agaves, never again.
never again. That thing, and then it goes into the scam that the
Yeah.
box store is doing on people.
Right.
You know?
Right. So who knows? Who knows how many people it actually discourages
Right.
instead of egging on?
Egging on. So, but I mean, you can't expect too much from the.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but there is people that are going to be more introduced, and they're going to be more enticed to continue looking forward. I get a lot of people here at the
If
shop.
they like plants, yeah.
Yeah.
If they genuinely like plants, people are gonna try again.
Well, like, okay, say you're like a
There's crazy plant ladies out there.
I feel like if you're a lazy gardener and you buy the petunias because they're colorful and they're seasonal and they're beautiful, and you have people coming over that day
Right.
or that weekend, and you want to just spruce up that pot or that section of the house that looks kind of like shit, and then you, same scenario. My name is Bob. A different scenario.
Right.
Get some petunias, and then you're like, wow, that's a beautiful looking succulent. The Calancho, flapjack.
Yeah.
Calancho triciflora.
Beautiful.
The little flapjack, reddish orange. You love
Okay,
the way
it could be even fantastic.
Right. So you buy it just for the location. You pot it up. Looks really cool. People come over. That's a really nice plant right there. And it's actually a succulent. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a very lazy
The petunias
gardener.
die around
The
it,
petunias die around it because you didn't
but this
water
thing
them.
filled up the pot.
You haven't done nothing. You go back 2 months later, forget all about the fucking pot. The petunias are gone. But the succulent is thriving.
Right.
You're like, I didn't do nothing to this thing.
Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna spruce it up. I spent $50 in the petunias, $20 in the Calancho. Next time, maybe I'll buy a few other smaller succulents and spruce it up that because it lasts a little longer. I don't have to do much work to it. And that's the people that I get here at the shop.
Right.
Yeah.
And they want to learn a little bit more
They
about
want
it.
to learn a little bit more about it.
Now they see, oh, this thing thrived.
Yeah, well, we are a specialty shop. We do nothing but cacti and succulents here. We didn't start it that way, but so they come in, they're like, hey, I went to Home Depot.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for more different types of Calanchos. So like, well, there's different types,
Yeah.
And then we kind of give them a little guide of what we have here available.
Exactly.
And maybe a few more that they should be looking out for.
How'd you start?
What, the succulent?
No, here.
The nursery?
What was the first thing you were growing?
Well, whatever I had left over from my dad's nursery, from our dad's nursery.
Right.
We a lot of propagated pieces, seedlings that I had grown because I anticipated starting the nursery 10 years ago. So I was kind of waiting for the right moment. So I kind of knew that we were going to get the lease. So I stopped. I started producing and keeping a lot of little.
You're doing a lot of
buds,
grasses.
a lot of grasses, a lot of hedge
If I
plants,
remember.
lavenders, sages, and more in the drought tolerant, huh?
I remember, first thing I remember planting here were little festuca grasses.
Yeah, blue fescue, little blue grass fescue.
And we were feather propagating that motherfucker.
Oh man,
it was one little strand.
I'm thinking of going back to it, dude.
Try it, dude. I think
Nobody's
you're
really
not.
growing it.
And it kind of fits a lot of drought tolerant.
Right.
That.
Myra's been wanting to do this since like 5 years ago. She's like, I don't know why we stopped growing the drought tolerant
fescue.
Because it goes well with these plants as well.
Yeah, a lot of gardens use it. A lot of designers.
Right.
Use
Well, because we wanted to specifically specialize
Yeah.
in cacti and succulents.
Right.
And our focus in the past 5 years here at the shop has been kind of like diving into the world. Yeah, learning.
Rare,
Yeah.
like
rarities. How far does the calanchos go? How far does the
all of these
genus go? Like we
Forbias.
Yeah, you heard about opuntias, but what kind of opuntias are out there? Not just that one type that we
and even opuntioids.
Yeah, agaves, aloes. You hear aloe, and the first thing people say, "Oh, aloe vera."
They are shit.
There's thousands of types of aloes,
right.
And you ask somebody in the street and be like, "Have you ever heard of an aloe?" They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, aloe vera."
Aloe vera.
I put it in it's in my soaps.
Right.
I have it in my toothbrush.
I do the drink.
You know? Yeah, I think I had to shake once of it.
Yeah.
You know, I put it on my skin for like in my sunblock has aloe vera on it, has a little aloe on it.
Yes.
So that's like an introduction to the aloe. But then people come in and say, "You have any aloe vera?" And I'm like, I sometimes do, but I don't really keep it in stock.
Right. You don't.
I really don't.
It's a tough plant to keep in stock because it doesn't sell much.
It doesn't sell much because people don't come here specifically looking for aloe vera.
Right.
That's something that sells more at a box store.
At your Home Depot, at your
Right.
Lowe's, right?
Right, because people hear about it, they hear a little clip online, and they're like, "Well, let me go get it now."
Or a little family-owned business nursery, mom and pop nursery. You know,
Right.
They're gonna probably have aloe vera.
But we have some aloe veras, but we don't keep it in stock as much as the other stuff. But that was our introductory to aloes,
Right.
aloe vera, and then going to the world of aloes, we started realizing that there was when I found out there was tree aloes,
Marlothia at first was like, what the heck is this?
tree aloes, alobanzii, tree aloes. Like I still think alobanzii
One of the
is one of the. I mean, there's other tree aloes that are more amazing that we learned about, but still,
it's
alobanzii,
fucking beautiful.
like all the aloes that we just went to visit at Bonnie's house,
She had a Banzai. It was the biggest
the
thing.
banzii was,
The
if
biggest
you
one.
look at it, was the craziest one
It
out
was
of
the
all.
centerpiece of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a fucking huge caduciform, almost looked like a ponytail palm, but in aloe,
In aloe.
and it's fleshy, it's succulent, it looks like a tree. It's the flowers on each stalk is
The
huge.
flowers, yeah.
Alobanzii, man, that thing looks like it's an alien plant,
Oh, the alien plant is Hercules because they crossed a Banzai with a Decataba to make the Hercules.
Yes, but see,
Which one's bigger though? Banzai, I see some huge Banzai.
the other ones look pretty massive, man.
But they say Hercules is the biggest.
Hercules
Why
is
do
pretty
they
big.
say that?
It has the word Hercules, and I think it's fatter.
It's
I think it's a fatter
than both.
trunk.
The leaves, I think, are fatter too than both, no?
Yeah, it's just an overall more robust dichotoma with less glaucous leaves.
Okay.
I like it. I like the but I think the branching style definitely Banzai.
Right.
I like Banzai. Yeah, so we're talking about like the introductory to succulents.
Tree aloe, like Marlothia are kind of tree aloes.
Yeah, they're kind of like a
Mountain tree.
single-headed aloe, like a solitary-headed
They're tree.
aloe trees.
Remember when we went
Trash
to
guy.
the what was it? The Living Desert, what was it called?
Living Desert in Palm Springs.
Yeah. They had some Marlothia that were like, the trunks were all the way up to where the thing
Right,
is.
they get about 18 feet.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
They're tree aloes.
15 to 18 feet. Yeah, they're trees. Definitely.
Ferox.
Ferox, Marlotii, Candelabra,
Medusae.
Medusa. It's a little bit smaller,
They don't grow as
more
tall.
weight, more dainty.
Okay.
Speciosa. There's other varieties of tree aloes.
Africana.
Some are not necessarily tree, but definitely more arborescence than.
Do those fall into aloedendron now?
No, I haven't really looked into what falls into alodendron. I think alodendron is reserved to
The smooth trunk, big boys.
no, what you would call the quiver
Quiver
trees.
So Pelanza wouldn't.
I think Pelancia looks very alodendron if you have to bundle them in.
Right.
But what about so we got Ramosissima was quiver, so that's alodendron.
Yeah.
And then the flat leaf one that looks
That's not. Yeah.
that one's called
Yeah.
Chimera.
Yeah, something else.
Kimura,
Something.
Kimura,
Like that. You can look it
Komura.
up.
I don't know.
Look it up. Oh, my phone's over there.
Your phone is the one that's being recorded. I
And
mean, I
where's your
guess
phone?
I could look it up
And where's your phone?
in my pocket.
You can look that motherfucker up.
How about we don't? Go.
Man, we're on a podcast.
All right,
People want to
fine,
know.
fine. So we're talking about
God damn it. Let's get
Aloplicatilis.
serious.
Aloplicatilis has been renamed into
Kumaria.
Kumaria.
Kumaria. Kumaria. I think so.
All right, I'm gonna put your name. Kumaria.
Plicatilis. And there's a bunch of different Kumarias, I think.
You think so? Kumara.
Oh, okay, I was wrong.
Kumara plicatilis. We go to Wikipedia on it. It says, formerly Aloe plicatilis, the fan aloe is a succulent plant endemic to a few mountains in the Fynbos ecoregion of the Western Cape in South Africa.
Western Cape.
The plant has an unusual and striking fan-like arrangement of its leaves. It may grow as large multi-stem shrub or as a small tree. It is one of the 2 species in the genus Kumara. What's the other species?
2, decent?
2.
There. Okay, there's another one then.
Let's see, what else? It doesn't say.
There's gotta be something.
Separate species.
Uh,
Kumara hematifolia.
Ooh, click it. It's clickable.
What the fuck? I gotta have it.
Esa madre qué es, güey?
I gotta have it in my shop, man.
That's crazy, no?
We're now actively looking, folks, for an aloe
Kumara.
or Kumara hematifolia.
Looks like one of those bulbs.
It looks like one of those boaphones.
Boaphony or something. That's crazy.
Kumara hematifolia. I gotta have one of these.
That's dope.
Folks, I am currently looking for a Kumara hematifolia.
This could be a good outreach for people who plants that we might be in search for.
I think putting it out there in the universe with this podcast.
Yeah.
That's how we started with the
and it would happen.
And it would happen, yeah. Remember we got those delicious Japanados pastries?
Yeah.
We put it out there. That was proof.
That was nothing but proof, dude.
Yeah, that if we put it out there, it so shall become truth.
Right, folks. Yeah. Right.
So what do you think? You want to call it quits on this one?
How long are you trying to do? Like 30-minute podcast?
Yeah, well, at least for this one, 30.
Okay, 30 pilot minutes. Podcast number 1, Succulent Bros. Remember, folks, it's brought to you by yourcactisucks.com. Find me in all your socials.
Yes,
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
You got TikTok?
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but it's there.
You can find me at greentouch.com.
Greentouchn.com.
Greentouchn.com. The N stands for nursery. Greentouchn.com. We're gonna leave it in the bio, and you guys subscribe
here to tune in to the
all kinds of stuff.
Bros podcast.
Succulent Bros podcast episode pilot 1. Pilot.
How we're gonna name it? Pilot episode 1.
Pilot episode. Should we just do a pilot episode and then we start next one?
We can do that. I don't know how it works.
Because this was kind of just testing the waters.
We're testing.
We're gonna get better equipment.
We're testing.
Better table. There's not that flimsy.
If we get the big mics, I think that will look very professional.
I think the mics are needed.
And we don't have to be holding it like this.
I fucking hate holding this shit.
All right, folks. Succulent Bros podcast. Subscribe.
Peace.